If you're watching this video right now, I don't even have to explain. I'm going to show you exactly how to set up a bot, and I'm going to try to speed run and do it as fast as possible. So I'm going to set up a new bot, connect it to HighLevel, have it initiate calls, and also have it book appointments into my CRM. We're going to speed run this. Watch the timestamps if you want to see something specific. Let's get right into it. No cuts, so I got to cough through it sometimes. Let's start with the new assistant. We're going to say American Adjusters voice bot. That's my client. You can use one of these. I don't really like the quick start. We're going to do a blank template. And then for the first message, I like to start with hello, because as soon as they answer the phone, it's going to say that first line. So if you have a super long first line, they may answer it and then put their phone up, and then they're halfway through the sentence. So the first thing I'm going to say is hello. That way, when they answer, it'll say hello, and then they're going to be like, hello, and then it will begin. So hello is the first one. And then we're going to say, you are Alex. You are an appointment setter for American Adjusters. What else are we going to say? You're handling leads who have submitted a form on Facebook. It's your duty to have a professional, yet casual conversation with the homeowner and ask qualifying questions before booking an estimate. Okay. And then we might let's just get right into the script. We're going to add some extra notes after, but we'll say for the script, hi, my name's Alex with American Adjusters. We just got your Facebook submission about possibly getting some help with your roof. What's the situation with your roof right now? Okay, and then we'll do wait for response. Then we'll say, got it, just so I can understand what I'm dealing with. Can you confirm your service? I don't know, I'll say the. For this roof. Wait for a response. And then I'll say, you know, I might add another qualifying question there. It really depends on what you want to do. All I'm doing is just confirming their interest, asking them to confirm their service address, maybe like another 1 or 2 qualifying questions. Maybe I could put something like, you know, did you talk to your insurance already? My clients are public adjusters, so they actually help them get money through their insurance. So a lot of times they're able to get these jobs with the homeowner with paying $0 down. So they have a really good offer. So in my case, I might put something like, you know, did you talk to your insurance already about your roof? Or did you have some other ways you were thinking? I might just say, or did you other financing? I'll just put financing just in case, because they also do that. And then I'll put wait for response. And then I'll say, great. The next thing I'm going to do to our specialist, to our contractor, when can they come out and do an in-person estimate to see the roof. And then I'll say wait for response. And then we'll do thank you. Thank you. Have a great day. And then I'll say end script. Okay, and here's where we're going to add some notes. So we're going to put notes. If you get a voicemail, end the call using the end of call function. What other things to note? If you get objections, try to handle them before quitting. What other things should I add here? I mean, we're going to do some testing right now and get like a good idea. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the 4.0 cluster. A lot of you guys have super long prompts. I recommend if you have like a really long script, not like this one, put it in the knowledge base and remove it from the prompt, because the more prompt you have, the less it's gonna remember. A lot of you guys use mini, and if you do that, you're gonna be like, wait, why is it not remembering everything? It's because it's a smaller model. I have a lot better result with 4.0. And then also, again, make sure you put your script, if it's really long, in a Google Doc, upload it to the knowledge base right here, add files, and then just put like a really small prompt. That way it's working better. I got a couple notes here. I'm just going to quickly pick a voice. This is just like a tried and true one that I've used. Okay. Then I'll do the version 2. Okay, I think we're good. I think that's good for the first version. And then last thing I want to do is just analysis. So I'm going to do summary. You are an expert note taker. Take all customer information if given. And then instead of tate, I'll put notate. And explain what happened on the call in 2 to 4 sentences. Okay. For success evaluation, you are an expert call evaluator. It's to determine if the call was successful or not. A successful call would include the user booking an estimate. If successful, your response will be true. True. And then I'll say if the estimate was not scheduled, the call is not successful. Your response would be false. And then I'm going to put this as pass fail. That way it's either just yes or no. And then the last thing I'll do is name. And then I'll put, this is the name of the user. And it's going to extract all these details at the end of the call. We'll put email. This is the email of the user. And then I'll do time. This is the requested time for the estimate. Then I'll say date. This is the requested date for the estimate. And then in this case, we probably wouldn't need time zone, but if you're doing like calls from all over the place, definitely put a time zone because you'll need that. Since mine is for like a local business and all the time zones are the same, I will not include time zone because I can just hard code that in, which you guys will see after. Name, email, time, date is really all I need. Other than time zone, I would just add time zone in there if you're taking national calls. In my case, it's local, so I'm just going to not add that because it's all the same time zone. So, yep, that's really all I need in this case. I'm just going to test it really quick to see what happens. One extra thing I like to do, though, before we do this final test is in advanced, I'll usually do 4 for the cutoff. So if the user says 4 words, that's when it'll cut off rather than like 1 word and like, and it messes everything up. So here we go. I'm going to talk to it.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, my name's Alex with American Adjusters. We just got your Facebook submission about possibly getting some help with your roof. What's the situation with your roof right now?
It's leaking in like one corner of the roof, but it's like a pretty bad leak.
Got it. That sounds frustrating. Just so I can understand what I'm dealing with, can you confirm the service address for this roof?
Yeah, this is 123 Main Street.
Thanks for that. Have you talked to your insurance about your roof, or are you considering other financing options?
Yeah, no, I got rejected by my insurance. I'm not really sure what options I have.
I'm sorry to hear that. We can definitely help explore other financing options. When would be a good time for our contractors to come out and do an in-person estimate?
As soon as possible. I have time tomorrow, anytime.
Great, I'll get that set up for tomorrow. We'll text you to confirm the exact time. Have a great day.
Okay, so you can see it does the basic stuff. It sounds pretty good. You have to pick a good voice. You know, if you're sitting here like, oh well, the voices suck. Okay, find a good one. How's that an excuse? But what I really want to see though is, did it take the analysis of that call? So okay, so it got tomorrow anytime, but it didn't extract the rest. It did give a true success evaluation, but it also didn't ask me for my name or my email, which it should have if it's going to confirm a time. So I'm going to prompt that better. But as you can see, all my data is in here. Name not provided. Yeah. Okay. So let me just adjust one thing, and I think we're good after that. I'm going to put notes. If booking an estimate, always get the email, name, date, and time for the estimate. Okay, and then I'll test it one more time before moving on to the rest, but it sounds pretty good so far.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, my name's Alex with American Adjusters. We just got your Facebook submission about possibly getting some help with your roof. What's the situation with your roof right now?
Yeah, I just been messing with my insurance, trying to get like a claim on it. I think I have to work with some roofers now, blah, blah, blah. Long drawn out story.
Got it. Thanks for sharing that with me. Just so I can understand what I'm dealing with, can you confirm the service address for this roof?
Yeah, 123 Main Street.
Thanks for that. Did you talk to your insurance already about your roof, or did you have other financing options in mind?
Yeah, like I said, I talked to them, long drawn out answer, and I'm trying to see what I can get, without them right now.
Understood. The next step would be to have our contractors come out and do an in-person estimate to see what's needed. When would be a good time for you for them to come out?
Anytime after 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Great. I'll schedule an estimate for tomorrow after 2 p.m. Could you please provide your email and full name so we can confirm the details? Wait for response.
Yeah, my email is daniel@gmail.com, and my full name is Daniel Beltran.
Perfect, Daniel. Thank you. I'll get this information over right away, and we'll text you to confirm the estimate for tomorrow after 2 p.m. Have a great day.
Goodbye. So you heard there at the end, it said wait for response out loud. I'm going to put never say wait for response. But did it actually get that data? Let's see. There we go. So there's my full name. I got a time, email, and everything else. Success evaluation was true. You can see the analysis right there as well. So my VAPI bot's working and getting data. But now how do I initiate a call? Well, let's get started. In make.com, we're going to click create new scenario. And I'm going to put American Adjusters, initiate call. All right, we're going to start with the webhook. custom webhook. We're going to add, name it AA caller. Okay, so I got this. Cool. And then I'm going to add a request. So HTTP, we're going to do, basic auth request. Choose your basic auth key. If you don't have one, just click add. It's the same thing. Okay, and then here's where I'm going to have to get the URLs. And I have a second screen here, but you're going to see everything. I'm going to just literally copy and paste it. There's not going to be any cuts, so don't worry about that. I'm just copying the code, and you're going to watch me paste it in here together so you can see. This is not a trick. This is not a lie. Here we go. So here it is. Here's the URL. I'm going to make this a post. I'm going to add my header, authorization, and then we'll do bearer, space, and then I'm going to get from here. So API keys, I'm going to copy that. And then boom, I'll paste it right there. That's going to be blurred for you because I don't want you to see it, obviously. But then I'm going to add this. I'm going to put content type. And then we'll do application/JSON. Boom. That's it. And then from there, we're going to scroll down. We're going to go to body, raw. Okay. We'll do JSON. And then there's going to be like a whole freaking like code that you're going to have to paste in here, which is fine. We're going to get through it together. By the way, if you guys want this template, I already have a template for all this. You just have to copy and paste this stuff in from VAPI. Click that link in the chat. It's a free resource. You can get it to initiate the calls. I have templates already. You can just use those templates basically. So, all right. Where is it? It's right here. Connecting it. Okay, perfect. So here's the full code. We're going to just paste this in. Right here. That took forever. Boom. Why does it look like that? It's like double spaced. Okay, there we go. And all this stuff you're just going to copy from VAPI. So let's go back to our bot. Here it is. I'm going to copy this assistant ID. And then I'm going to paste it right there. Boom. And then all of these are still the same because I didn't touch those, right, when I built it. And then this for the prompt, we're going to copy and paste the prompt. But you have to do something special to it. We're going to open up, it could be ChatGPT, Perplexity, your favorite language model. Just be like, take this data and remove all punctuation and line breaks. And okay, there are still line breaks. There we go. Cool. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to keep all this stuff because it's relevant, but my actual prompt I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to show you everything, so don't worry. So cool, I just pasted it. But at the top, you'll see I have like current time, whatever, current date, whatever, right? So I'm going to delete this. And I just like to add this to the prompt because VAPI doesn't know what time it is. So we have to feed it the time. So I'm going to put current time. And then I believe if I go here, yeah, I can put now for the timestamp. Current date and time. Yeah, so current date and time. Boom. And then I'll just delete this because I already have the current date and time. And I'll say current date and time. Boom. So now it has the current date and time always injected. So our time zone is going to be Pacific time and then the rest of my prompt. At the bottom, we're using the 4.0 model, max tokens. I just put it 1,000. It doesn't matter. This voice ID, we're going to copy from the voice. So click it right here. And then from the right side, I'm just going to click and drag. Boom. Copy that. All right. Got that. And then phone number ID, you can copy that from the actual phone number. I'm going to blur that because I don't want you guys to see my actual numbers, obviously. But I'm just going to copy one of my numbers here, the phone number ID. And then I'm going to go back to make, and then I'll just paste it right in there. Boom. And then this number and name you're going to get from HighLevel when you're passing data through. And I'll explain. So that's everything. We're done. We just copied and pasted a bunch of stuff from my template. Again, link in the description if you want that. But yeah, that's good to go. So let's go and save that. Module, yeah, save anyways. It's okay. So now this, right, we have to be able to initiate the call from somewhere. So in my case, I'm just going to create a blank workflow instead of HighLevel. So let's just do AI initiate call. No trigger for now. Anytime you want to initiate a call, we're going to do a webhook. And then we'll do post, paste my link. And then this is the data we have to send through. So we know we have to send through a name. So let's do contact name. And we know we need to pass through a number. So we'll do contact phone. Boom. So now we have a name and number that we're going to pass through. You can pass through also any other data that you can inject into that request if you want to. So if you want to add in like the notes from this file, and then inject that into make, you'll see what I mean here in a second. So I'll just do that as an example. I'll just do notes, and then I'll do contact. What we got notes in here? Well, you can do custom fields, so maybe you could do like a custom thing, whatever, but I'll just do like city, and then I'll do city. So you can see that. Cool. So now you'll see anytime I put a lead through here, it's going to send this data from the lead to our webhook to initiate the call. So I'm going to create an account for myself, and I'm going to blur this because I don't want you guys to see me or my actual phone number. All right. It says I already exist. I love it. And then my name is Dan. And then we're going to put my city too. Yes. Looks good. All right. So I got my lead in there. I'm going to go back to the automation. I'm going to go to initiate call. And then I'm going to just run once right here. All right. Because we want it to listen. It's not going to work the first time, but it's okay. Because we still have to map this. As you can see, it's being annoying. It won't save without that. So I'm just going to leave it blank like that. Boom. Run once. Just to pass the data through, and then you'll see. So watch, I'm going to put in my, here I am, pass through, boom, sent that data through. It didn't work because we still needed a name and number. So I'll go to the bottom, and then you can see on the left, my name, my number, and my city. And so you can put in notes, you can put in custom fields and pass through any data into your prompt. So I'm going to put in the number because I need that number, and the name because I need that name. But imagine you could go anywhere in your prompt and then inject whatever data. So anytime you initiate a call from your HighLevel, you can send them through this webhook to a follow-up, for example, and it will have that data automatically. So that's it. I'm going to pass it through again, and you're going to see it's actually going to call my phone. So I'm going to run once. I'm going to turn off Do Not Disturb. And then I'm going to just put myself in again. Here we go. It's going to call me. Okay, it went through. And then where's the call? Phone number must be a valid phone number. Oh, I put the wrong one. So what I did was I put the wrong number. We want to do the raw number because it's the wrong format. Yeah, you see that raw format? Number, raw format, boom. Okay, let me try that again. And you can see that because it said right here in the error, hey, the customer number has to be valid. So that's okay. Let's run once again. I'll do Dan. And then we'll see it come through. That was successful. Here's the call. Hello?
Hi, my name is Alex with American American Adjusters. We just got your Facebook submission about possibly getting some help with your roof. What's the situation with your roof right now?
Well, it's broken in half.
Oh, wow, that sounds serious. I'm really sorry to hear that you're dealing with that. Just so I can understand what I'm dealing with, can you confirm the service address for this roof?
So you can see it's going to keep going through that. And then if I check VAPI right now, you should be able to see that call log in there too, and somewhat of an analysis. I didn't really go through it, but you can see outbound phone call, analysis, and then you can see, hey, so broken in half. The homeowner reports the roof is broken in half. And there was no data, obviously, because I didn't really go through it. But that's it. You're going to add this webhook in anything. So when a new lead comes in, text right away, wait 5 minutes if they don't reply, and then you could do this webhook to call them. So that's how you initiate the call. Pretty cool. So now I have to set it to, at the end of the call, I have to have it book into the calendar. So I'm gonna just leave this on because it's good now. And then I'm gonna go to scenarios just to make a new one. And then I already have a template for this, but again, you guys can get the template too. Just click that link in the description. I'm gonna just import my blueprint real quick. Boom, and it looks scary, but that's only because I have multiple lead sources. So it's not that bad, but I'll just leave 2, so it's not that confusing. But basically, we're gonna just delete these 2 routes. Don't need those routes. Get out of here. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, cool. And that's it. That's all we need. Either they booked or they didn't. So if it did not book, it will go down here. And if it did book, it will go up here. And then it will go through the process. And I'll kind of show you what that looks like. But okay, so this is going to be a different webhook. And we're going to put a booker. Cool. And then now we have a webhook. Let's go to VAPI. Let's go to our assistant. We'll go to our assistant, advanced, scroll down. In the server URL, we're going to paste that. And then we're going to get rid of everything else except for the end of the call report. Boom. Right there, end of the call report. And then we're going to save it. And that's it. So now at the end of each call, it's going to send the data from that call through the webhook. And then depending on what happened, if it, booked or not, it will go up or down. I actually have a sheet in here because I just want to track each call by looking at it on a sheet as well. You don't have to do that, but if you want to have it on a sheet, you can. And then this is duration more than 30 seconds. So if you want to add a duration, you can. Again, that's on the template. But in our case, I'm just going to delete that just because I want you guys to see the actual function. And I'm kind of somewhat doing a speed run, although I could be doing it faster if I wasn't talking and explaining, but that's fine. So right here, yep. And so if the call success evaluation was true, meaning it was booked, it will go up here. If it was false, then it will go down there. Pretty simple. It was not booked or it was booked. And those are the parameters. Then, second module is going to be Go High Level. We're going to connect our Go High Level. Oh man, I actually have to connect that one. Let me add it. And we'll put AA Go High Level. I hope this works. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oops. American Adjusters. Boom. All right. So now we've connected our high level. We're going to put the email, the phone number, and the name of the person through there. We might have to remap it again. It's okay. You can put your source in there, whatever it was. I'll just leave it there for the record. And if you want to add a tag, you can add a tag too. So that's it. That's connected. We're going to add OpenAI connection. So basically, it's going to take the time and date and whatever, format it in the calendar. But we actually have to do just a regular test first to send some data through, and we can map everything else. So let's run once for a moment. And let's just disconnect everything else just for a sec. And you can see, yeah, force stop real quick. Force stop real quick. Man, this is hurting my speed run. I'm just going to save it 1,000,000 times. And then I'll say AA Booker. Save it, save it, save it. Okay. Okay, I just don't want it to get messed up. Saved it like 50 times. Imagine it didn't save anything. Okay, thank God. All right, so I'm going to run once, and then I'm going to talk to my bot and just trigger it really quick by talking at it. You'll see what I mean. Okay, I had a billing error, but I think it's going to work this time. Nope. Wow, that really sucks. I have like this weird billing error right now for some reason. That kind of sucks. But basically, what I wanted to show you, which you've already seen at this point, is that the bot can send that analysis through at the end of the call. So just in the same way that I initiated the call, I'll talk to it, I'll hang up, I'll wait like 10 seconds. The webhook will send through. And then you can obviously map the data from the webhook, like the summary, all the data that came through, right? Like all this data, you can map it in this template that I'm going to give you in the chat. So, you know, the name, map that. Number, email, all that, map that. Same thing here. You're going to map the date, the time zone if needed, map the date, the time zone. It's going to format that. You're going to then do the same thing over here. You're basically, you know, once this is formatted for the HighLevel calendar, it's going to then send over here, hey, take this time and make it 30 minutes later, right? Because it's a 30-minute time increment on the calendar. Then the HTTP request, this is the server URL. Again, this template is in the chat. If you want to get that template, there it is. This PIT thing, this bearer code, you're going to get from HighLevel. So you're going to go back to workflows, settings. You're going to go to private integrations, create a new private integration, name it, whatever. And then you're going to add all the calendar scopes, edit calendar, view calendar, anything calendar, everything. Add it in there, create. Then you get a code. Bear, paste in there, version, boom. And then the rest, calendar ID, location ID. And then this is just mapped from, you know, the template already. You can name the title here, the name of the calendar. It's going to be a phone call or a Zoom. Either way is fine. And then the name, the ID of the user, which you can get from HighLevel, and I'll show you where. So if I want to get the calendar ID, I'll go to calendars. There's the ID, copy that. Location ID right here. Boom. And if you're on mobile for some reason, you can go to business profile and get the location ID right there. And then user ID, well, that's in my staff. And then it's next to every single user. So just paste those details in there, run that test, and you'll see that it is successful. I couldn't test this last part. I don't know, it's giving me issues, but still, all these templates are already used and proven to be used in the chat. So if you guys want that, please check it out. You can set all this stuff up for free in my community. Also, I want to give you guys a quick update, because if you're still watching this video, that means you probably need a lot of help. So, you know, my company, Scaling Squad, I work with them and we help people set up AI. So if you want my team to help you with AI, scalingsquad.com. Otherwise, if you want to do it yourself, free resources in there too. If not, book a call with me. I can kind of help you one-on-one either way, depending on what you need. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys.